Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones, they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Hey yo, yeah. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy, water dripping. Gotta get the bag, getting racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'm a sing. Got a new press those in the J's in the way. Got a new Chris Voss with it, don't take time. Might pull up on the hop if it's up too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Or this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy, water dripping on a white tee. And Shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. On them all, my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey, hey yo, Nike check.
I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Stands in at their own 23-yard line.
Watch the screen. Look left. Check 59. 36 power.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Hey, alert. You got tape. You got tape right there.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
3rd and 3.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. On first down, Wilson. He looks underneath and he finds Hyde. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Hey, 0. All go special. Check 55.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd and short.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Penny, a first down carry. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Rush in, rush in, rush in. 19. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Check. Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
On second down, here's Penny. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
A point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is Tony Pollard. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their own 26. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
56 to mark, boy, 56. Check, 56.
They run it with Ballage. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He was tackled at the...
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. They'll run here with Ballage. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Blue down. Blue down. Mark 54. Mark 54.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
First and 10, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
From the 21, it's second and 10. On play action, Prescott. And this is incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Well, it's up to how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on third down. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Throwing is Wilson. And he finds Penny. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9
in the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Now Rashad Penny. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On second down, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10.
I'll go special.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
They go back to the ground now with Penny. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Cowboys' 34-yard line.
Penny. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Penny. He's brought down at the 31. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got Lockett. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. First down, a run with Hyde. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now Pollard. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
First down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. This is Elliott, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. On second down now, it's Elliott. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Prescott from the gun, looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 39 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will make it into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. He's crying. Funny. Alert. Look left. I got you, Pop. Mike, check.
This time, Wilson will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, Hyde. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, 0. Check. Here we go.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 21 yards away. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction. Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Now Pollard. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
9 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Prescott gets this to the tight end, Jarwin. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
54, right there, 54 miles. Let's go, B. Big series.
Prescott from the gun on third. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
33-yard line.
They go play action now. Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for the Seahawks. And even 40 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
This is Penny. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
30-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
36 power.
Now it's Wilson. Airing it out for Olsen. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Greg Olsen. 30 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now Pollard. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Mike, 56. We're going to 52. 56. You think you want me to
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That's caught once again by Gallup. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Prescott on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And it's second down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
A second down throw for Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Get off the field. 36, 36. 36 power.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 22 and a first down. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
A first down throw for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 at the 41. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and 11 now.
6-man. Check curls, check. Hey,
Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he coughed it up. And the Seahawks have picked it up. 30. Past the 20. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. Now Pollard. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
4 yards on the
end result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory.
It's a gain of
It's a big play there on 3rd down. 53 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To the air again, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Prescott yet again. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
First and goal.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown, Dallas.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Lockett the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson steps away to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
Well, if you do it one bite at a time. Okay. That's the way they've got to play this. One play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye. One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th.
23.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Lockett the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Penny will try to punch it in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good.
Makes the score Seahawks 38, Cowboys 23. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
54 is Mike. Check.
To throw is Prescott. This to Jarwin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
First down, Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Second and 10. And again, it's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, it's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 44 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Penny, the first down carry. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now they'll run it again with Penny. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
And he'll loft that one in there, complete to Amari Cooper. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'm saying. Got a new Prestos and the J's in the way. Got a new Chris Boss, but it don't take time. Might pull up on the hop if it talks too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a three-point shot. Well, this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy, water dripping on a white tee. And Shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. On them all, my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check.
Kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them out, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do, sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew, you need a win, who need a win, that's all we do, I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Putting it down for that, time I was down and out, had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at, you know what it be, playing this here for the keeps, had to make out with a feast, a family to feed, third cold where the trophy should be, EA got me in the game now, breathe down with the gang now, they're hearing with a lane now, my home second with a rain now, legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill, this the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing to the hill.
With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.